It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. I'm coming to you with this very plain background today as I am making this video from my kids' playroom against their light blue wall because my office is a little chaotic and I'm a little embarrassed by it at the moment, so I'm not showing it to you guys. Sorry. But we are not here to talk about my office and all my eBay stuff that's everywhere in there. We are here to talk about sales. It is a what sold video. I know you all love these, so I'm going to keep making them. And today's video is going to highlight sales that I've had over the last couple of weeks. And we're going to talk about what is selling on eBay right now. So here we go. First off, we have an Atlanta Braves starter pullover jacket. I was surprised this was not marked up. I only paid $5 for this, and I turned around and sold it for $40. So that was a nice flip. Atlanta Braves stuff sells pretty well, so I was happy to get it and get rid of it. Next, we have an LOL surprise doll set. I actually paid a whole $0 for this, as I got this in an old video when I was going curb picking. So nice to get rid of this set. I think I had it priced up a little too much, so I lowered the price to $23.50 and it sold. But I mean, that's all profit since it didn't cost me anything. So over the $20 I like to make. So perfect. Next, we have a Little People Manger set. This is a bolo. This is a good thing to find. There's different versions of this with like slight differences. And mine did not have the box, so I would have gotten more if I had the box. I've sold this before. I paid only $6 for it. It was just one of those deals. It was in a Ziploc bag, and I was able to sell it for $29. Next, we have a Steph Curry jersey. This got quite a lot of views. I was surprised it took as long to sell as it did, maybe like 3 months. But I only paid $1 for it at a garage sale, so no big deal there. But it sold for $24.95. Happy to see it go to its new home. Whenever I've heard of a basketball player, I buy their jersey because I'm not very savvy on basketball. So if I know about the player, it's probably worth picking up. So I don't have good words of advice on that. And I've been burned on jerseys when I didn't know the player. So I stopped doing that. So I always buy it if I recognize the player. If I don't, I do not buy the jersey because it's probably somebody that's not popular enough to sell quickly. Next, we have a cookie jar. Resellers look out for this cookie jar. So if you've ever sold a cookie jar before, maybe you found this one. It is really cool though, and I figured around Halloween it was going to go. I paid up for it a little bit, but I knew it would sell. I paid $10 for it. I sold it for $29.97, so basically $30. Next up, we have another Polly Pocket. I've been selling a lot of Polly Pockets since I bought that lot. I'm well in the green, so this is all just money in my pocket. And this was one of the pricier Polly Pockets that I had. So this one sold for $60. Woohoo! I was very excited when that sale went through. Next, I mentioned this in my previous video, but I still want to highlight it. This Tommy Big Farm tractor. It was free on the curb. It sold very quickly for $25. Probably should have priced it a little more, but when I get free stuff off the curb, a lot of the times I'm more focused on moving the item because I didn't pay anything for it. I can ask less for it and it will sell faster. So that is one strategy that I use, but you can decide on your own if that's for you or not. But that's what I did. So $25, it's gone. Next, we have a Bath & Body Works spray. I mentioned Bath & Body Works on this channel till I'm blue in the face, but that's because there's so many good Bath & Body Works finds. You will see a second one later in this video. So this is one of two that I've sold in the last 2 weeks. So this is the Saltwater Breeze spray. I paid $5 for this at Goodwill, sold it for $29. Next, I have a pair of Power Rangers swords. I paid $5 each for these, so $10 investment total. And I was able to sell it for $65. So that was a great flip. It did not take too long to sell. I'd say maybe a month and a half. So not long at all. Next, we have a For Real pet, one of these animated put a battery in it and it does stuff kind of toys. There's a lot of these that are really good, actually. And there's ones that date back to, even vintage, age. So these toys have been out for a long time, and there's quite a few of them that are really good to pick up. So if you're not familiar with For Real, you definitely should be, because they're pretty advanced toys, really cool. So this was the For Real Duckling. Shocked Goodwill did not have this higher, but I paid $8 for it, brand new, as you can see. Sold it for $49. So this is an older one. This one's not in stores nowadays, and those are the ones you're going to make the money on, because people like these. They like to get them for their kids. Maybe there's an animal that they want that's no longer made. So these For Real pets are definitely good to pick up. Good to look up too, though. Don't just buy it without looking it up. You got to make sure it's one of the good ones, like so many things. Next, we have Disney Resort lotion. Now, I'm a big Disney fan myself, and I could not tell you with certainty if somebody took this from their hotel room or what the deal is, because, it might be possible they sell these lotions in the store at the hotel, but I have never seen Disney Resort lotion that large of a size. Normally they're kind of smaller bottles. So I am not sure how this came to be, and I looked, for comps, and I didn't really see, much there either. So to me, this might be some kind of weird, rare item, and the person that bought it looks like they're a Disney collector, so this is probably something that's not so easy to get. But I suppose, if you see one somewhere, you want to pick it up. It was not even full, so I paid $3 for it, sold it for $23. Works for me. Next, again, it's not a Crow's Thrifty Finds video without a Rock Revival jeans sale. I sell these all the time. This was one of the ones I got at Goodwill for $15. They sell fast. I sold it for $35. Next, we have a Grateful Dead tie-dye shirt. Vintage tie-dye t-shirts from bands and festivals and things like that are great to pick up. And this one was no exception. Grateful Dead is still very popular. It went to the Northeast, which I'm not surprised about. I think it went to Maine. They love the Grateful Dead in New England. I'm from New England, so I know. But this came from the bins. So you know what that means. It means I didn't spend very much at all, because it's the bins. I probably spent, I don't know, I'd like to estimate clothing at maybe $2 each at the most. So sold it for $33. That's a great profit. Next, we have a North Face Denali kids jacket. These Denali jackets are probably, if I was to label a North Face bestseller that I have, it's these Denali jackets. People love them. They're timeless. They're great pickups. This was a kid's one, but at $7 that I purchased for it, I knew I'd be able to make my $20 I like to make on that. So sold it for $27. Sold at a time when I'd expect it to go. Fall season is, list your Denali coats if you haven't, because this is the time to sell them. Next up, we have, I was so excited to get this for so cheap. This is an Ertl Combine metal. I paid $3 for this at this thrift store. It wasn't Goodwill, it was a different one. And they had it marked as a baby toy. And I'm like, what on earth? Who is pricing today? I don't know, but I'm super happy they are, because that is a find for $3. So I turned around and flipped it for $53. So that is a $50 profit before eBay fees. Hip, hip, hooray. That was a great purchase. If only they're always that cheap. Next up, we have a brand new thing of perfume. This is Victoria's Secret Dark Angel, decently rare perfume. Goodwill had it priced up at $15, but I knew it was worth way more than that, because as you all know, I'm pretty up with my Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works stuff. So paid $15, flipped it for $65. Next, we have a pair of Brooks sneakers. Yet again, not priced up at Goodwill. I was shocked to see it in the sneaker bin. I said to myself, who is pricing today? These are not marked up. Normally, Brooks are marked up. So it's really great when you can find mistakes at the thrift store these days, because the thrift stores are savvy and they know what things are worth. So I paid $5 for these and sold them for $50. Sneakers take a little longer to sell. These ones didn't take an incredibly long time. I'd say maybe 2 months at the most. Next, we have a unique item, and I told you all about it when I got it. I bought a harp at a garage sale. It was a little bit of a dice roll. I paid $30 for this, but I said to myself, you know what? There's not a lot of these on eBay. I think someone will buy it. So it just sold the other day for $110. I did do free shipping on this item, and it's decently heavy, so it's gonna, cost a little bit to ship it. I'd say, maybe like 17, 18 bucks. So in the end, I still did very well, even with paying for shipping. Next, we have a Bath & Body Works white tea sage spray. Bailey is very upset that this sold because she loved the smell of it. And I was actually going to give it to her for her birthday if it didn't sell. And then it did sell. And I let her take one more sniff of it before I put it in the box. But yes, this is a scent that people want. It's not made anymore. I paid $5 for this as well, just like the other spray. Sold it for $27.97. So basically $28. Next, we have, first time ever finding these since I've been reselling. I found some Y2K chunky platform boots. I was so excited to find these just because people still want these, and Y2K stuff's really in right now. So when I saw these at a garage sale and they were only $1, I jumped on those. So I was super excited to find those, and I flipped them for $43. I honestly think if I had them priced at this point to begin with, they would have sold very fast, but I did have them priced about $10 more, so I just recently lowered the price. And of course, they're shoes too, so again, they might take a little longer, but the cheaper they are, the faster you sell, right? So I will know that for the future, should I be so lucky to find another pair. But yeah, they were super cheap because people are probably just like, oh, these old boots, who wants them, right? Little do they know, a lot of people want them. And that's going to about wrap up the video for today. Don't forget to like the video if you have not already. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to grow this channel, and it's been kind of slow on YouTube lately. So definitely, if you know folks that are resellers that could benefit from my content, definitely recommend it to them. Share the video. Word of mouth sometimes is the best way to spread the word. So we can't always rely on the YouTube algorithm, right? So word of mouth is good too. But until next time, my name is Melanie. This channel's name is Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week.